Now, Brett, have you played The Last of Us 1 or 2?
Big negative.
If you want to feel sad about your life and humanity, go ahead and play The Last of Us.
Okay.
It's not a very rosy view of our future.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Got a revolver there. Look at that. That cylinder looks interesting.
Well, if it is a revolver...
I'm not really sure if it's meant to be like, oh, it's a breach.
Oh, okay. Break action.
Break action. There you go. Thank you.
Boy, he's just going to town stripping that thing. Maybe cleaning it a little.
Nice.
Swapping parts out. What's he doing?
Looks kind of like a hobbled together handle, but everything else is looking pretty well maintained. What do you think? That quick to change out those parts?
Maybe.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe. I don't know. It depends. It's just a pin, maybe. But he was going to town on that thing.
So it looks like it's not a cylinder with more than 2 shots in it right now.
Yeah, it looks like a 2-barrel, 2 shots, double barrel.
That's the cool thing about this one. You don't get many weapons selections in the game. There's a lot of modifications you can do to each one. You kind of build them up. More firepower, more rounds, better handling, more accuracy.
Yeah. So it is a revolver.
And it looks like he's changing out the cylinder as well for more rounds.
Cleaning.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, The Last of Us doesn't have as deep a customization system as we might see in other games like Escape from Tarkov. They get the basics, handling, accuracy, firepower, ammunition, how many rounds you get in the weapon. What do you think so far? How does this looking? Looking pretty this could exist in the post-apocalyptic wasteland?
Absolutely. I mean, they actually make some revolvers that look very similar to that. Yeah, I think that'd be a sound weapon to use.
It's only supposed to be about, 20, 30 years into the kind of fall of civilization, so I can imagine they would still have these readily available. It's not like they would have just fallen off the planet. 9mm pistol. What do you think? What models this look like?
I don't know if I want to say a CZ or not, but
that's okay. They'll let us know in the comment.
Yeah.
So he's got a pretty simple tool set up there. In your shop, you got a lot of different kinds of tools that you use to modify.
Yep. So there's actually a lot of model-specific tools for some of these guns that need, a specific tool to do a specific job on a specific firearm. So it depends. And then there's other things like a screwdriver you could use on everything.
Okay. Cool. How long have you been doing your at it with the gunsmithing?
I've been doing it for about 14 years. The business I've had for a couple of years.
All right. Wow. I like in The Last of Us that they try to stay grounded. You're not going to see real out there Mad Max type modifications like you might see in something like Metro Exodus. This is like real world. They just might have found it at an old gun shop and just popped it out, and they get to using it out in the post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Yeah, and I think that's probably a pretty realistic view of what would actually happen, I guess, in the real scenario. Is you're going to have stuff that you find maybe in somebody's house or at a shop or something somewhere. You pick it up and you start using it, and if it works, it works. Does the job.
Right. I like they got a new handle on there. Looks like almost like a polymer kind of handle.
The revolver. Here we go.
Oh, look at that stubby looking thing. We fired a few revolvers on some of our Lethal Antiquities episodes on Shift Fire. You guys can check that out.
Yeah, who knows what this thing is. Could be a Taurus, could be a Smith. A lot of those revolvers like that are like 380s or 357s.
Can you just pop with a revolver in particular, can you just kind of pop that stuff off? You need maybe a special tool to kind of pop off the cylinder.
Usually the cylinders are held in with one screw.
Oh, okay.
And you can take that whole thing right off.
Yeah, it looks like you might just need like a screwdriver, and that would be it if you wanted to kind of pop that off.
Yep. Usually it's a pin that retains a pin that holds everything together.
Oh, okay, all right.
But yeah, you could do a lot with a screwdriver and a pliers, I guess, and if you're in a bind.
Right. Filing down the hand, kind of a superfluous animation. It looks like he's changed the grip a couple of times. This one looks like a more it almost looks like a softer grip. Big difference to you in the grips? Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's probably like a rubber grip. I mean, the idea there is you got a short revolver that's going to kick a lot, so if you got something to hold on to a little better, then it'll control it better.
Kind of absorb some of the shock, maybe?
Yeah, a little bit. So here's a post-apocalyptic world type gun that looks like it was made by somebody.
Really super stubby. Yeah. Is this a shotgun? Or got a removable magazine, but it's almost looks like I'm not really sure what the caliber is.
Hard to say. Gotta clean it a little bit.
I like how meticulous Joel is being with cleaning his weapons. In the future, that would be a real issue. The dirt and the grime and the use, the unsanitary conditions. But if you got a nice clean weapon, man, you're going to be good to go.
Big old muzzle brake on there. Keep the muzzle flip down.
I can imagine. That doesn't, it doesn't look like there's a lot of places to hold on to that thing. So I'd like a muzzle brake.
That'd be a bear.
Yeah. A couple multi-tools and a screwdriver there on the table.
He's got a fancy tool pouch there. That's nice.
It's like leather? Maybe Joel's backstory is that he used to work for ApexRifles.com?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I like that handle there. It's got like a wrapped leather kind of thing. You can see the sewing, the stitching on the front end.
That's old school right there.
Yeah. SHORTY! Airbnb audition.
You must like that one. He's spending a lot of time on it. Those look like little baby shot shells in that thing.
You work with shotguns, or do you work mostly with kind of more long-range precision rifle?
More precision rifle stuff. Every once in a while I get somebody come in that needs a shotgun fixed or repaired or modified or something, but yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it packs a lot of punch.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on the other end of it.
I like the magazine release, kind of an AK looking kind of tab there.
This has got to be his favorite because he's spending the most time on it.
This is his baby. You don't call something shorty if you don't care about it.
I don't know. Maybe it's a Bertha. I don't know.
All right, hunting rifle.
This is up my alley.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, look at that.
Did you make something like this from the ground up?
Yeah, sure. Not quite sure exactly what that is, but it looks kind of like a pseudo Mauser.
Okay. I like you got the base components. You got kind of a wooden base. You got the bolt, you got the barrel kind of fit in there, and the trigger. Not too many parts, would you say?
Not really. They're pretty simplistic. There's not much to them.
Can you rifle? Can you even like bore, like get those barrel rifling and stuff like that? Do you get in there like that with, I don't know, lathe or whatever? I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, so we usually get barrel blanks that are rifled already, and then we machine them to whatever they're going on to. So chamber them and thread them and all that stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, this looks like some maybe foreign bolt rifle thing, maybe a Seiko or something like that.
Okay, there you go.
It's been around, got some wear and tear on it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that they add that in there. Obviously, this is near collapse of civilization. But Joel, you want a gun well taken care of in the post-apocalyptic future? You call Joel. Brushing that thing, he's got a little oilcloth there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing that would be even more valuable. I think it'll save your life out there against mutants, raiders, foreign factions.
Yeah, I think he's been spending too much time with his shorty there, and not as much time with this one. So. Yeah,
right. Yeah, give a little love to the precision rifles, the hunting rifle. Joel, we all know that the real reason he spends so much time in here with the shorty and the other rifles because he just doesn't know how to connect with people.
Lonely, lonely world out there.
Lonely world, The Last of Us.
I think he's figuring it out. He's getting where he wants to be.
Oh, okay. Now we gotta wait. Did it have a removable magazine before, or is that a modification?
You just didn't have it in there yet?
Yeah, you're probably right, yeah. You done much long-range shooting?
Yeah, I think the furthest I've gone was about 1,400 yards.
Hey, all right, nice.
So I shoot that every once in a while, accurately, of course.
Of course. All right, pump shotgun.
It looks like a Remington 870 wannabe.
There you go. Almost, but not quite.
Almost, but not quite.
Maybe they want copyright issues.
Yep.
You work with many shotguns at your shop?
A few, yeah. We get things that need to be fixed and repaired, and sometimes modified. So yeah, a lot of hunting stuff comes in through us. So a lot of bird hunters.
You got like a favorite kind of weapon to work on, or you just like the process in general?
Typically just any bolt action rifles are pretty up my alley.
All right, cool, man. Nice.
What's you got there?
Muzzle brake or suppressor?
I don't know. It's kind of skinny for a suppressor.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe something for. I'm not really sure what the upgrade is that gets you that on the game.
I don't know if shotgun is the sneakiest of weapons, so.
You're right, yeah. I've never fired a suppressed shotgun. That'd be fun. Pop!
Oh, he's getting serious.
Kind of shove it on there, give it a tap, and you're good. It's so intricate. I love it. It just takes really good care of those guns.
Well, they ain't making any more in that world.
Yeah, you're right. There's not too many ApexRifles.com shops anymore. But added with a longer under tube there for more ammunition.
Extended magazine. Wipe it down twice.
Oh, this is so unfair. It takes so long to gather the materials that you need to do modifications in this game, but it's so satisfying when you do. Not a wide variety of weapons in The Last of Us, but I like the kind of very simple modification system that they got here.
Making it practical.
Yeah, I like they got the ammo on the side there. Very John Wick.
Yeah.
What? Flamethrower? Forgot about that. Come on, post-apocalyptic Mad Max. Yeah, there you go.
Everybody needs a flamethrower.
Now we're in Metro Exodus territory. Look at that. It's all hodgepodge and broken. It's got the little propane canister.
I like the brake handle on there.
Yeah. Got a little rubber tubing on the front for a grip. What's the most broken down weapon that ever came into your shop?
That I fixed?
Yeah.
It's usually not one thing in particular. It's usually the guy that comes in with a bag of parts and he took it apart and said, said, "Can you fix this for me?" Yeah, okay.
You're like, oh, what did you do?
Yeah.
You watched one too many YouTube videos and thought you could do it.
Exactly.
I love it. You're going to see it's no frills. You got pipe, you got ammo and the propane, you know, you got a delivery system and a trigger.
I'm curious as to see is what he's gonna do to improve upon what he's got.
Yeah, how do you modify the post-apocalyptic flamethrower? Oh, there's not many options. That's it.
Put a laser on it.
The laser, yeah, where's the red dot laser? I love it. Super simple. A little valve to turn it off and on in the back there. Just goes to show you the fundamentals of the flamethrower. Very simple.
Not much to it. Has he cleaned it yet, though? I haven't seen him clean it yet.
I didn't see the oily rag, Joel.
Didn't clean it.
Oh my gosh. He's losing it.
Oh.
Holsters, huh? Ooh, look at that nice leather. I love it. He's got like the hole punch and the mallet. Oh,
There's
nice.
a holster.
Oh, that's nice. I forgot about this aspect of the game. Just a secondary holster.
Are those his manual weapons or what?
No, it looks like just leatherworking tools.
Ah, so that would explain why he's got all this nice leather stuff.
Yeah, he's a leather worker too, Joel? Hey, he's such a multifaceted character. I guess in the 20 years since civilization fell and, you know, you don't have a daughter to take care of anymore, you probably pick up a couple hobbies. Oh, Last of Us Part 2. Okay, now it's Ellie's turn. A nice outdoor machine shop. So this takes place a little bit after the first game, and the young girl that you're protecting in the first game is now the main character of the second game. So she's out there in the great post-apocalyptic wasteland. Let's see if Joel taught her anything. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna
taught
say,
her well.
Joel did teach her well. Take care of your equipment, it'll take care of you.
That looks like a Beretta. That was what I used
Yeah,
most
it kind
of
of
the
does.
time in the military.
Like an older, I wouldn't say a 92, but
You let us know in the comments section, folks. I'm saying that's a M9 because that's the one I was most familiar with. What helps to reduce recoil? Is that the compensator there?
yep.
Okay.
No, she doesn't like it. She's got to change it.
Yeah, what are we gonna add here? Extended magazine?
I think so, yeah.
I like
You're
How do
right.
you like the accuracy? How are the weapons looking, Brett? They looking pretty like they could exist in real life?
So it is a Beretta. It is pretty spot on. Nicoletta. It's a Nicoletta, whatever it said.
The military pistol. Oh my gosh, SIG or Glock? It's like polymer maybe. That polymer lower and then they got a middle slide.
It almost looks like an HK, almost. They're kind of tough to tell sometimes.
Abby, also another main character, taking care of her weapon.
Might be, I don't know if it's a USP, maybe?
Okay. You guys let us know in the comments section, what are these weapons based off of? What's this pistol based off? Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it sounds pretty crispy with the sound design. I like it a lot. I like that grip too.
Yeah, it's a little more metal on metal than you typically hear with those types of pistols, but it's pretty close.
That's a big old trigger, man. I'm not sure I like it.
It's like a shark fin trigger.
Yeah. The advantage of Abby's character, she lifts so much. If she ever runs out of bullets, you can just throw it at him and just knock him out.
All right.
Another revolver. Looks like kind of the same one we were working with before.
Yep.
From the previous game.
Still got that same grip on it that was Joel put it on there.
Passing it down from father to daughter, as it were.
But now she must not like it. She's got to change it.
I mean, I would hope that with no TV and no video games, you would probably get into some productive hobbies in the post-apocalyptic future. You fired a lot of revolvers in your time, Brett?
Yeah, a few. I don't enjoy shooting ones like that because they kick pretty good.
Okay.
Ooh, she's got a speed loader.
Oh, that's with it's got the little tab with the bullets on there, and you drop them all in at the same time. I like that grip, actually.
You put a longer barrel on it.
You can just kind of slap that on there. Is she a gunsmith, Brett?
They screw on and off and they're pretty tight.
Okay. Hunting pistol. I'm guessing there's going to be a scope on there. Whoa! Oh, nice. Looks like I'm guessing it's going to be a break action.
Looks like a Thompson Center
Okay.
break open, yep.
There you go. Big old bullet. When all you need is one. When you're hunting the greatest prey. They're finding a good space between realism and quickness, because obviously they're going to show them taking all the time it would take to modify this.
Yeah, it's pretty spot on. The real thing is you can get a real thing like that, pretty similar to that.
What, the scope or?
The whole thing. Well, I mean the pistol.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nice. It seems like a lot of this stuff is just, you talked about a pin, holding on a pin, holding everything together.
Yep.
I feel like with some of these revolvers at least, or these handguns, just a couple little pins, you gotta punch it out and it'll just come apart.
Yep. Look at that thing's got a ported barrel, so there's not as much muzzle flip when you shoot it.
Oh, okay. Double barrel shotgun, all right. Bit of crowd control. Ooh, I like that. What's the G stand for, folks? Let us know in the comment section. What's that manufacturer?
I think it's just a random something on there.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a real manufacturer or something from the game.
Probably a TriStar.
The oily rag. You know what? I don't think the oily rag gets enough credit in these games. It's always there, keeping our weapons clean. Well, she hasn't taken good care of this one, though. I see a pretty rusty barrel there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like she's been spending the most time time taking care of that one for sure.
Abby doesn't skip like that. Ooh, Abby's been fighting. Abby's been fighting, bare knuckle brawling. See those bruised knuckles?
On a hammer.
Well, we need to talk.
Oh, did she just port it or what?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she added that little
The holes in the barrel.
the holes in the barrel. There you go. She must have just had like a hole punch. You just kind of knock it in there. This looks like a totally different one.
That looks like the 870 with a pistol grip.
Yeah, I like the pistol grip. There's something about that that's very cool to me. Looks like in this game, Ellie works with kind of more kind of civilian versions of things maybe, and Abby looks like she's worked with more of a kind of military side. The fireflies.
Sawed off barrel on that one.
That's pretty easy to do. I mean, is it really just putting it in a vice grip and hacksawing it off?
Kinda, yeah, but then you're left with a hacksawed barrel, so when I do them, I stick them in a lathe and clean them up, and then it looks like it never happened.
There you go. That's that precision. That's why you take it to somebody like you.
Yeah.
Semi-auto rifle. You got an AK style?
Yeah, looks like it might even be a shotgun AK.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Well, it looks like, it's funny because that's it's like a 1980s, short, small capacity magazine right there. Of course, I guess you have to modify it anyway. Oh, I like that butt stock. You work with a lot of AK stuff?
Not typically. I've built a few of them, but they, I don't know, I guess they don't break that often, so I guess I don't see a ton of them all the time.
I have had the pleasure with working with Jim Fuller from Fuller Phoenix out in Arizona. He's on an episode of our Expert Try for Gamology for Escape from Tarkov. That's his shirt right here, Fuller Phoenix.
Yep.
This guy makes AKs. He gets kits. He's got the whole machine shop, man. You guys can follow him online. Good dude, Jim Fuller. He's the AK guy. Take a lot of schooling to kind of break into kind of new weapon systems. You gotta kind of learn each one, or is it kind of gun's a gun kind of?
Yeah, to a certain degree. I mean, some of them are a little tougher to take apart and put together than others, but I mean, sometimes it comes down to just diving into it and doing it if you've never done it before. So after you've done it once or twice, you figure it out.
Oh, nice. Bolt action rifle. There we go. Now we're in your territory.
So she's got it, and it's a little older and a little worse for wear since we saw it last time.
Yeah. Yeah, is this the same one we're looking at, you think?
I think so.
Hey, that's some good, I like that, the kind of between the first and second game kind of carrying that through. That's cool.
Yep.
It lost its modifications.
Yeah. I'll see what she can find here. Maybe she found a scope that was sitting in the corner somewhere.
Yeah. The magazine in there. Like 4 or 5 rounds?
Probably, yeah,
I
5.
think that bolt action is so classic. Oh, I love that scope.
Almost looks like the same scope from before, but I could be wrong. Painted maybe, or a little rougher.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, where's Joel been? Maybe he's gotten soft in his old age. That barrel, it looks like a little worse for wear.
I like how she just cleans about 3 or 4 inches inside the barrel, and the rest of it's, it's good.
That's probably pretty good.
Ready to rock.
Brett, what were your thoughts on the realism, the weapons that we saw today?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, all in all, pretty realistic depiction of what a real weapon would be as far as like the bolt action rifle, the shotguns, and the revolvers. They're pretty spot on. A little more wear and tear. They've been used. You can tell they're not brand new. They weren't brand new to begin with, but they've been used for sure.
Yeah, I like the simple modification system. It seems feasible. Small things. You only got 4 categories, accuracy, recoil, ammo, power, that kind of thing. But you can see the obvious change when they put the different furniture
pretty
on
realistic depiction of what would actually be there.
Yeah. Brett, where can people find you out there on the internet?
My channel is Apex Custom Rifles or apexrifles.com.
And folks, you can catch me on Shift Fire on YouTube or the Pop Culture Field Manual podcast. Folks, thank you for joining us on this episode of Total Recoil. See you on the next one.